I think we got Mark waiting for a long time here. He's been on hold
yes,
forever.
yes, and Mark's in Germany, so
Yeah.
I feel bad. Hey, Mark.
Hello, Mark.
Are you there?
You're on the air.
Maybe?
Hello?
Uh-oh.
It doesn't sound like a closed line. Should we try it again?
Wait. Mark? Oh, wait, I'm not sure this button is working.
Oh, bummer.
Oh, man. Guy. Hey, studio, hit button 3. Oh, nope.
Ah, that's painful.
Oh, well.
Apologize.
I'm
We're
so
apologizing
sorry,
to Mark in Germany. We're so sorry.
All right. Chris in Fort Worth.
Yeah, hi guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, how are you?
Okay, I'm doing well, thanks. I wanted to talk to you guys about the concept of supernatural, and I am an atheist, but the more I've thought about it and read, I've basically become convinced that supernatural itself is just a completely invalid concept in and of itself.
That's different than your...
Tell that to... What?
On the note on the screen says that you were calling to tell us it's a valid concept.
No, it
so
says I don't believe this.
Oh, I didn't see the negation in the front.
Don't get distracted by the call list.
Sorry, go.
I mean, would you like me to continue?
Please.
No,
My
yeah,
apologies.
but we're going to be in violent agreement.
Well, maybe not. Let me give you my spiel and tell me what you think. So, really, like for instance, I had a conversation with a theistic friend of mine recently, and we were talking about angels, and I pulled up on the computer an image of the standard model, I think physics of all the different particles. And I'm not a physicist, so I only know maybe like what a quarter of them even mean. But I'm like, okay, so angels, whatever they are, aren't made out of any of these things, right? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, well, if we ever discover angels, then whatever that angel stuff is, or whatever they happen to be made out of, could then be added to this model as like a separate thing, and those whatever they're made out of would have different properties or whatnot. And she's like, yeah, okay. I mean, it seems like it's just an attempt to divide things that exist into these subcategories of natural and supernatural, but there's no meaningful definition that I've ever heard.
How does she know what angels are not made of?
Well, I mean, maybe they are made up of baryons and photons or something. I don't know, but I mean, I'm willing to entertain the hypothesis that there's such a thing called angels, and they're made out of some kind of stuff that we haven't encountered before, or isn't part of our existing models of physics.
Right, but if you said they were made of barium and she said no, they're not, how does she know?
Well,
how in the world could she possibly know what an angel is made of?
I agree that there is an epistemological shortfall there, but I mean, I guess my point is that it seems like it may be counterproductive to even engage in a conversation about the term supernatural without a useful definition that's been put on the table and agreed to, and I've never heard of one. I mean, the best that I can figure is that supernatural is sort of this collective term for these things that people believe in because they've been raised in different religious traditions or whatever, and they're spirits and gods and angels and demons and things, and these sort of all get collected into this term supernatural. There's things that just haven't been demonstrated to exist, but yeah. I've never heard anybody explain to me.
Basically, it's anything you want to claim is going on that we have absolutely no observation or information about in the natural universe. Like things that we have no way to know anything about that you run around claiming you know about, that's the supernatural.
Well, but I mean, even if there were a separate universe or like a separate area of space-time or what,
yeah.
I know the term universe has different meanings, but if let's say there's some other separate area of space-time that we can't have access to, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's supernatural. That's just a different region of space-time, and maybe
I think what Tracie's saying is that calling something supernatural is just basically a catch-all excuse that that lets people say, well, I think that this thing is real, but here's why you can't see it or perceive it in any way.
Yeah, like your friend is sitting there making these claims about angels, right? She's saying it's not made of this, it's not made of that, it's not made of this other thing. And you're looking at it like, what observations have you made, what kind of tests have you run to determine the structural makeup of an angel, right? Like, you can't possibly know this. How would you know it?
It's like one of my favorite videos where somebody is like, I have photos of Christ riding a dinosaur, but you can't see them. And then this other guy chimes in, yeah, that explains why you can't see them.
But it's like when they call it supernatural, what they're saying is, like Russell was describing, it's almost like this excuse, like it's not in the natural realm, and so I can make all these claims about it, and you can't check them because there's no observation to check them. I'm just going to claim it. And my response to that is, well, then where are your claims getting any sort of validation? right? I mean, you're going to say that you can sit there and tell me about angels, and you don't have, and I can't negate you because they're supernatural and I don't know. But they're supernatural and you don't know, so how could you be making these claims? Where are you getting your information? And how have you validated it, more importantly, than where you got the info? I don't care who told you that. How did you confirm it?
Well, no, I think I agree with you 100%.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah, no, this is just what Tracie is saying she would ask
But
to
you're
a friend.
asking what is
Okay.
the supernatural, and I'm saying
Right.
this is what the supernatural is. It's the excuse for not having to demonstrate all your claims.
Right.
Yeah, I agree, but I mean, I guess maybe my point is that if you engage with somebody, or if you engage with either a theist or an atheist in a discussion about supernatural, and you're using that term, I mean, that sort of presupposes that that's a valid concept.
I agree with you.
I don't,
Yeah.
don't think that it
Don't
is.
bother.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I think that's a fair point.
I'm going to
Yeah.
go back to Mark in Germany now because it looks like he's called back. But
good.
thanks for calling.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.